Thank you, Jessica. Lisa, will you come and join me? So this is the third book in the Bone Angel series, and this one draws strongly on Lisa's own background as a nurse and a midwife. So, Lisa, did it make Eloise an easier character to create, or did it make it harder to get the right distance from her?
Well, in fact, I think it made it easier because, as in medieval times, women deliver babies the same way. They still have the same fear and pain, and it's still the midwife's job to alleviate that. So, in fact, it was much easier, really. It's the same as it was before.
So, why did you choose to write about peasants rather than about the nobility, as so often happens in historical fiction?
Because basically everybody writes about the nobles. I wanted to kind of give a perspective from the other side, from the peasants or the commoners side of things.
All your books so far have been set in Lucy-sur-Vion, a fictionalised version of the village in France where you live. So how has Lucy inspired those stories, and why those particular three historical periods?
Well, I think for the first one, which is based on an 18th century tragedy, local tragedy, I wanted to parallel the plight of the commoners against the aristocracy. So it seemed logical to set that during the French Revolution. So for the second one, I wanted to find a dramatic backdrop as that. So I chose the World War II, the Nazi occupation of France. And by the time I'd reached book 3, I'd become interested in the medieval period. And the Black Plague seemed to scream out at me as an ideal backdrop, as dramatic as the other two, to set the final story.
The other common thread running through all these three books is the bone-carved angel, the talisman that all your three characters wear. Can you tell us anything about what that talisman represents?
No. You have to read the third book to find out. Basically, it's a link between the generations, between the females in each book, and it links the generations through time. But the last book in the series resolves the enigma of its origin, where it comes from, and basically it means what you want it to mean.
Okay, thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you.